Hi guys, my name is Ilaf and I'm back with another video on troubleshooting common SharePoint Online issues and error messages. So just like in our previous video, we have discussed about access denied permission. We are going to talk about another scenario wherein our users or our user is getting access denied error message. So one of this error message is like access denied, you need permission to access this site. So I'll just give you a background of the scenario. What I have done is I have shared this specific Atlanta folder, only this specific folder, nothing within the site collection, just this folder with specific permission. So I've clicked on share and I have selected share it with specific people, and then I have typed in the name of the user and I've sent this particular folder to the user. So we'll check the behavior when the user clicks on this particular invitation link. So the user has received, this is my user's account, and the user has received the folder. So it states that Love Vermari has shared a folder with you. Here's the folder that the admin shared with you. This is the folder name Atlanta. When the user clicks on this link, he's getting you need permission to access this site. So we'll begin troubleshooting this issue. It's very simple. We just need to understand the concept behind it and why the user is getting this error message. So I'm going to switch back to my administrator account and we'll have a look at the permission. So the first thing as an administrator, what you will do is you are going to check the permission at the folder level. You're not going to check the permission at the document library level. You're not going to check the permission at top level site collection level because you're not sharing uh, anything from the documents library or from the site level. You're just sharing this specific folder inside Georgia, USA. So this is how my structure is. Inside my document library, I have two folders. I have USA, I have California, Georgia, and inside Georgia, I have Atlanta. So I'm sharing this. So in order to check permission, I'll select this folder and then I'll click on Manage Access. From Manage Access, I'll click on Advanced to check a more detailed page of the permissions on the specific folder, which states Atlanta. So over here, I can see that it has unique permissions, which is a common behavior because whenever you share any content, it will have uh, share any folders with your users. It will definitely have the unique permissions. So right now we are sharing it with Ahmed Sheikh with read permission. We can see that, but still to confirm that, on the ribbon, we'll click on the check permission button. We'll search for the user over here. And in case if your user doesn't populate in the people picker, all you have to do is you will have to type the entire email address and hopefully it will work. So I have clicked on my user. I will click on check now. So I see that the user has read permission given directly. So why doesn't it work? So there is a feature inside SharePoint Online, or there is a specific permission level which you might not be aware of, or you might be aware of, but you haven't really noticed it. So there is a feature which is called as limited user access lockdown mode. So, uh, so why I'm talking about this particular feature? So we'll have a look at that first. All right, so I'll go back to my home. I'll go to the site settings, site information, view all site settings. Over here, I'll look for site collection administration, and inside that, there is site collection features. So here we have limited access user permission lockdown mode. So uh, I see that this is active in my site collection. So what is the limited access user permission? So first we'll talk about this permission level. All right. So um, whenever in our example, suppose we do not have this active in our site. Okay, so how normally SharePoint works or how this permission level works, we'll see that. So whenever I share any content, for example, I share my folder Atlanta with my user, right? So it will grant read permission to Atlanta, uh, read permission for the folder Atlanta to the user. But in the same time, it will grant limited access permission to the user on the folder Georgia, to the folder USA, and also to the document library level and at the site collection level, because USA, Georgia, documents, and in the home site there are some dependencies for this folder, right? In order for the user to access this content, he need limited access over the top level folders or library or site collection. So this is the default behavior. So if you have this particular site collection feature active, it won't work because it will restrict the permission level. It will not grant the limited access permission over Georgia, over USA, and over documents. So whenever user clicks on the invitation link from here in his Outlook, so it will load up the Atlanta folder. But in order to access this folder, there are some dependencies on this folder that are present in the site collection. So when it checks for the permission level, site level, or at the library level for this user, he doesn't have the limited access permission. So that is why it throws an error that you need permission to access this site collection. So in order to resolve this issue, what you need to do is you just need to use your administrator account. You need to go back to site collection feature or and deactivate this particular feature. You are about to deactivate limited access user permission lockdown feature. Yes, deactivate this feature. All right, I'll scroll down and I'll confirm it. So I have deactivated it. Now it's time to test. I'll go back to my user account or I'll ask my user to access the folder. Still getting an error. Let's have a look. Refresh. I'll try it in incognito. I'll ask my user. So it happens sometimes whenever there is cache in the browser, it will just uh, pull up the cache information and just show you the error message. So nothing to worry about it. So I'll ask my user to log in to his machine, open his Outlook again, click on the invitation link. Here's the email. I'll click on it and then I'll click on open. Working. There you go. So yes, it's very important that you troubleshoot any issues related to SharePoint in any private browser, because as you've seen in the other window, I'm still getting the cache information, so there's nothing to worry about it. All you need to do is you need to clear the cache, or you can troubleshoot the issue in private or incognito browser window. So as you can see, my user can access the Atlanta folder, and if you click on Georgia, he can access the Georgia folder as well. But if you click on USA, he could not see any of those information. But the important thing is that now your user has access to your content. So I'll be sharing a few articles in the description for the limited access permission. It's a special or hidden permission in SharePoint Online. It is very important for your users to access the folders if you do not want to give them access on the entire site. And to fix this issue, there is more than just one workaround. So we've talked about this workaround, right? So the first one is to disable or deactivate the limited user permission lockdown mode on the site collection. But if you don't want to do that, what you could do is you could also do one more thing. You could grant read permission on documents or read permissions on the top level site collection. So that way, all the dependencies that are present for the folder Atlanta, it will be met for the user, and then he'll be able to access the specific folder. But if it is not acceptable for you, you can always deactivate this folder that is restricting permission levels. All right, so that is all for today, guys. I hope you liked this session. Thank you so much for attending this session and have a great day. Bye bye.